Hey Brett, I was just watching your video, WTF, Genie, why attack me? Brett, sometimes you gotta take a stand. And this thing about get on Skype and talk to each other, um, at an earlier point, perhaps, but at this point in the game, it's not a viable option. I can understand where you're coming from because you don't really have any skin in the game. You don't have a dog in this fight, to say. You were supportive of Genie for a minute, and then you talked to um, Sotomayor, and he invited you on his show, and all of a sudden everything's fine and dandy, and let's get together and shake hands. He insulted her, and then was very slithery about her response, blocking, um, distorting, playing the race card when you and others showed up. Uh, and now, after all this time, when he's feeling some pressure, now he's willing to act reasonable. And she doesn't want to, it's not acceptable to her anymore. So sometimes you got to take a stand. Didn't happen to your wife, and if your wife got raped, I don't think you would take it as a proper suggestion to get on Skype and talk with the rapist and apologize to each other. And that's what it seems like to her. Now, I know she didn't get raped. I'm using that symbolically. A lady was insulted, her child, and but just to give you an example of what you're asking, so I can see where she would decline. Now, you don't want to get involved and take sides. That's fine. You don't want to make enemies. But sometimes people have to take a stand. You don't know Jeannie, or as you call her, Gina. And you have no loyalty to either side, so you're not going to pick sides and expose yourself to animosity from the side you don't pick. But I'm taking a side because I've seen both sides, and I've been following, and she is a very classy act. She's a lady, and he is a lowlife. So I'm siding with her, and I don't think that her not wanting to go on his show on Skype is necessary if she doesn't feel like doing it. It's my view, Brett.